Replacing and truing the surface grinder wheel. This module will show the steps involved in removing, replacing, and truing the grinding wheel on the surface grinder. The wheel on the surface grinder must be replaced when it is worn down to approximately 1/4 of its original diameter. An important safety point before beginning is to always turn off the power to the machine. Use the main breaker box if accessible. First, remove the wheel guard. Then loosen the coolant nozzle clamp and move the coolant nozzle out of the way. On this particular model surface grinder, a special spanner wrench is required to remove the threaded flange. It is easiest to use a socket to help hold the inner nut while using the spanner wrench to loosen the flange. Note, on most surface grinders, the spindle has a left-hand thread. After the flange has been loosened, remove it. Next, remove the washer. You will note that it is a special washer with ears that fit in slots in the spindle. Remove the old worn-out wheel from the spindle. The old wheel must be destroyed before throwing it out. This is to prevent accidents in the future in the event someone else should try to use the wheel. The new wheel you select will depend on the type of work to be done on the machine. Information as to the type of abrasive, grain size, grade, soft to hard, structure or grain spacing, and type of bond or process used to hold the grains together is all included on the majority of commercial grinding wheels. The maximum RPMs at which the wheel can be operated is also on the blotter. Clean the spindle thoroughly with a shop rag. Before placing the new wheel on the spindle, it must be tested. Place a screwdriver through the center hole and tap the wheel lightly with a small screwdriver handle. It must emit a clear, bell-like tone. If the sound is dull or flat, the wheel has an invisible flaw. It must be destroyed. Also check that there is a blotter on both sides of the wheel. Then place the wheel on the spindle. Clean and replace the special washer, making sure that the ears are properly aligned in the slots in the spindle. Clean and replace the threaded flange. Remember, it is a left-hand thread and must be turned counterclockwise to tighten. Wipe out the inside of the wheel guard and replace it on the machine. Reset the coolant nozzle. It should be approximately 1/4 inch from the face of the wheel. Spin the wheel by hand and watch it to make sure it is turning freely and not hitting anything. Before starting the machine, it is a good suggestion to place a piece of wood or scrap metal over the magnetic chuck to protect it in case the wheel should explode under centrifugal force. Turn on the main power, then stand out of the direct line of the wheel. Place one finger on the stop button and another finger on the start button. Alternately press the start and stop buttons to allow the wheel to build up RPMs gradually. Allow the wheel to run at full speed for 1 minute, but remain standing out of the way. If everything is okay, turn off the spindle and proceed. Now the wheel must be trued to make sure that it will run concentric with the spindle. Use a diamond dresser to do this. The diamond dresser has an industrial diamond mounted in a holder suitable for use on the magnetic chuck. After the wheel has come to a complete stop, take a clean shop cloth and wipe off the surface of the magnetic chuck. Check the surface of the chuck for nicks or burrs. A honing stone may be used to remove small nicks or burrs. Large nicks will have to be removed by resurfacing the chuck. To prevent marring the surface of the chuck, place a sheet of paper on the top before mounting the diamond dresser. Now place the diamond dresser on the paper, with the diamond pointing in the same direction the wheel rotates. Raise the handle to activate the magnetic chuck and secure the diamond dresser in position. Try to remove the diamond dresser from the chuck as a safety precaution. Position the table where the diamond will be approximately 1/2 inch to the left of the center line of the wheel. Move the crossfeed in or out until the diamond is located under the face of the wheel. Restart the spindle and slowly lower the wheel onto the diamond dresser. Stop when the wheel makes contact with the diamond tip. Use the crossfeed hand wheel and move the diamond out from under the wheel. Lower the wheel an additional 1 or 2 thousandths. Then move the diamond back and forth across the face of the wheel 3 or 4 times using the crossfeed hand wheel. Continue lowering the wheel and dressing it until the diamond makes a full cut across the face of the wheel. This is easily recognized by the steady grinding sound, not the intermittent ticking sounds of an untrue wheel. A helpful hint when truing or dressing a grinding wheel is, for coarse wheels, use a fast crossfeed, and for fine wheels, use a slow crossfeed. The preceding instructions also apply to dressing a grinding wheel. Dressing the wheel removes any metal particles that may be lodged in the grains of the wheel. It also cuts away the old dull abrasive grains and provides a clean, sharp cutting edge. After truing or dressing the wheel, release the magnetic chuck. Remove the diamond dresser and paper, then wipe the surface of the chuck clean. An operator must always dress a wheel before setting up and grinding any job.